Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube page, Getting Healthy on the Inside and Out. This is 12 weeks to diet habit changes. Week 1, we focused on our water, and you can find that video under the 12-week summit series on my YouTube page. We focused on detoxing our lives through fluid intake and basically working on forming a habit. This is not just a program. This is a change for the rest of your life. So I look forward to the next 11 weeks with you on diet habit changes. So my YouTube page is going to be focusing on health and wellness through fashion, fitness, photography, food, and fun, and most importantly through focus, mental health. So I look forward to that and growing with you guys. I am new to YouTube and new to photo, video editing, so bear with me. So please tune in to the next 12 weeks. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. So let's review. How did everyone feel week 1? Anybody face any difficulty that they were able to challenge through? What sort of techniques were you able to use to get through those blocks? I know Friday was difficult for me when I look at a self-assessment. I didn't have the motivation. I felt like I was lacking the drive to drink. It just felt like it was a difficult task, but I managed to drink through 2 despite the way I was feeling. Saturday was also kind of difficult. I was on the road. I only packed 2 water bottles, and because those emptied quickly, I found filling them as a burden, as burdening as it was. So I was able to buy 2 new water bottles, but they were very small portions, and so I didn't get my intake. But I'm here today. I'm here to refocus and redesign my path moving forward from here. So week 2, I want you to carry that water intake with you as you work on our new task at hand. So we're going to begin with a self-assessment. Take stock of where you are, where your changes need to be. Fill the drawers up with freshness. Take note of what you're putting on your foods. Where are you at? What does your fridge, what do your cupboards look like? What kinds of things are you doing to feel stuck in this place that you're at? From getting to your soul, from reaching your personal diet, exercise, lifestyle goals. For me, I need to do an assessment on my sugar intake, my sodium intake, most importantly, my portion control. I know my own difficulties, but I am going to do a little more thorough investigating this week into what my problem areas are. So for the next 7 days, I want you to physically journal your intake. What are you doing? What are your habits? Are you eating at night? Are you eating at 3 p.m.? Are you consuming because you feel lonely, lost? Are you eating because you're driven like a machine to your fridge at certain times? Are you disproportioning your foods? Are you using too big of plates? Are you choosing foods that are high in fat? Are you choosing foods that are unvaluable to you? Take a moment now to write your assessment down. Just critically think through. You can watch this video again if you need time, just to pause the video to do your self-assessment before we move into this week's exercises. So I want you to first engage in some planning and figure out what your difficult space or with nutrition is, and that is the move we're going to make this week. So after you've done your self-assessment of your dietary habits, where you can make a change, maybe it's a flavor, maybe it's a craving that you typically have day after day, and we're going to work on eliminating that difficulty this week. If you are a big pop drinker, this is your week. Pick one vice that you can change and work on it without picking something, we aren't going to move towards a new lifestyle. So you need to work on finding your biggest area, your biggest concern, your biggest habit that you want different, and you need to focus in on it. You need to think about when you're consuming that habit, and then from here, I want you to design a plan to work through replacing that habit. So for me, I am a very disproportionate eater. I trouble eat. I eat more than I should because it tastes good, because I'm focusing less on my food, more on my kids. I'm eating out of flavor rather than hunger, and I need to work on that. Some of you might know exactly what your difficult areas are. You might be eating chips and dip 3 to 4 times a week, and that becomes a problem in keeping you stuck from your goals. So this is going to get hard. Change is going to happen this week, and you will need to use those positive affirmations more than ever this week to work through those mental blocks and believe in yourself. I am doing this for me because I want to get closer to my goal. This week is about actions. I need you to take 1 or 2 small shifts and put them into action and work really hard on just those 1 or 2 changes. So let's consider all our alternatives. So we usually replace something with something else, so have a plan. If you are a over portioner, then fill the plate more on your second go with healthy alternatives. Have those available to you so you can keep eating, but you're not eating empty calories in that moment. Have a plan for this 7 days. If you're a nighttime eater and you love chips and dip, replace the chips, keep the dip. Get rid of the carbohydrate treat and replace it with some high fiber vegetables. If you're not consuming good protein in the morning and you can change there, have a plan. Make your protein available. Have it purchased and in your fridge accessible to you. Finally, I want you to focus on adding that water day after day on top of your 1 or 2 changes this week. It's going to feel hard. This is where we're starting to form new habit of diet. So ask yourself these 5 questions as you go forward. Is this action of elimination a healthy food alternative, a responsible one? Is this responsible for me? Are you going through the motions of change for you? Are you motivated to trying something new in order to get closer to where you want to be? Do you care enough about your future to pursue your plan? Why did you consume the foods you did? That is your self-assessment. Why were you doing it? Is it because it feels good in a moment? Is it because you're lonely? Is it because you're bored? Figure out why, and you will be able to break that habit too. You will be able to fulfill that habit with something different that is more holistically fulfilling to you. So figure out where you are, do your self-assessment, figure out 1 or 2 changes this week, just 1 or 2. For me, I'm already a step ahead. I am going to work on my portions. I'm going to make extra vegetables in replace of the extra piece of lasagna. I am going to consume more of that if I need to have seconds, rather than going for the higher calorie intake to satisfy my need. So basically, find your vice, move it forward with an elimination, get rid of it this week, work on change and replacing it with something positive. This is your week of difficulty, but believing in ourselves is our number 1 step. Flush, use your water. It is your detoxer, it is your filler, and it is your go-to when you're struggling. Remember that. I look forward to week 3, and I will be displaying images from my shifts this week. Shift Your Life Design on Instagram. Please also, if you want to get involved, hashtag Shift Your Life Design and share your alternatives. I look forward to week 3.